Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bitcoin portfolio update video. If you are new, quick introduction, I like to do weekly updates on my 100% Bitcoin portfolio with the purpose of documenting my this swing trade, my journey throughout this 2024 to 2025 bull market, to document my journey as Bitcoin first reaches $100,000 soon. So I can just have, some so I can have videos to look back at when Bitcoin is much higher, and I want to see where I was back when Bitcoin was below 100,000. So it's a very exciting moment. At least for me, it's very exciting to see Bitcoin make these giant leaps and milestones. So hopefully, you guys are also as excited to see Bitcoin, uh, you know, make incredible headlines as much as I am. But yeah, and everything I say in this video is just my own personal opinion. It is not financial advice. I like to give you guys a quick peek into Bitcoin chart and what my expectations are. Again, it's my expectations, and in no way am I telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold any kind of crypto, because Bitcoin is, it has very high fluctuations. So again, this is all my opinion. I'm just documenting my journey for entertainment purposes. Either way, we are a bit down from last time because from a week ago, from the time that I did my last update, Bitcoin had seen a massive drop sub $50,000 levels, and then quickly recovers back up to the low 60,000s. So I did also take advantage of this by adding to my position, not to this one specifically, but I'm gonna put a picture of what I bought right up here. Uh, pers- uh, what my intentions are is that I didn't want to add to Bitcoin itself. I wanted to somewhat leverage my position and add to my Bitcoin core position here, but also at the same time, you know, benefiting from low prices. So what I did, I bought BITU. It's a ProShares uh, times two Bitcoin ETF. Basically, it tracks the price of Bitcoin just like, for example, IBIT, but it does it at a times two rate. So if you invest and price of Bitcoin goes up 1%, your BitU position goes up 2%, and then same thing 4%, it will go up 8%. So my intentions are to continue to add to this Bitcoin position, but not directly. So now I have this swing trade and then a side swing trade as an addition to go with this. So hopefully that makes sense. So I am up on that position. I put a picture up there for you guys to look at. I'm up $822.50. So 26.88% from the time I bought, and this is pricing as of um, my position as of late evening, August 8th. So it might be different if you're watching this tomorrow, but yeah, I'm very confident with the price of Bitcoin and where it's going, the future it has. So I have no issues, adding to Bitcoin because I believe in it. I'm very pro Bitcoin. We still have in this account 1.139 Bitcoin, so we are still holding on to a whole Bitcoin. We're currently just below $70,000 worth of this value. If you haven't been watching my last update videos, I invested $80,000 at a price of 70,000. So I used to trade in this account before making this a core swing trade account. So I do have some gains, as you can see down there, a little bit of gains on this, but really the position that I'm talking about today, and if I'm gonna show you guys, because on the app it tells you what your current position is worth, your P&L for your current position. So if you guys look at I'm not sure if you're gonna see this or not, but I'm actually down a little over $10,000 from when I bought this position. So this $80,000 position is now worth 70,000. Where once prices recover up to 70, then I'll be able to, be flat again, be at 80,000, and then anything above that, of course, is it's unrealized gains at the moment. But yeah, we're currently down like 10,000. Not to worry about. I believe Bitcoin's going to go up real soon, and I did take advantage of the dip. Um, so I'm very very happy about that. And one thing that keeps me very motivated for this position or this trade is that Bitcoin, um, because I have 0.139 over an entire Bitcoin. I, in order for my account to reach $100,000 of value right here, I do not need Bitcoin to reach 100,000. Actually, because of the little over one Bitcoin I have, I think when we are in the, I think just over $85,000. If Bitcoin reaches at least $85,000, this account should be worth 100,000. So it's very exciting. And then when Bitcoin does finally reach 100,000, we will be much more over that. So uh, it's very exciting. For those of you that are new, my intentions with this swing trade, again, it is my core swing trade position. I have another account where I take advantage of Bitcoin fluctuations through um, short-term trading. So I like to short-term trade, um, as well as I have a stock account where I like to short-term trade, like mining companies like Marathon Digital Holdings, for example, as a way to try to benefit from short-term fluctuations while still holding onto a core position on a separate account. So I also changed things up a little bit on my charts. Instead of using red and blue candles, I decided to make the candles kind of represent my background a little bit because I have this white light and I have this blue light. So so the white light, so white candles means red, bearish candles, and then the blue are the bullish candles. But you guys can easily tell right here, as you can see, when the prices go up, it's blue. So I think this fits my style a little bit more, and I'm gonna keep the background black. I really like the way this looks. It's just a little bit of personal touch in there. But to give you guys some context on what I'm looking at is, I'm gonna be creating a. I'm not gonna get too much into detail on my view on Bitcoin right now because I'm gonna leave that for a chart planning video. Uh, but my current view on Bitcoin is, of course, we've seen uh, a lot of consolidation, a lot of um, you know trends being formed underneath all-time high, and that's very exciting because the longer it takes for Bitcoin to finally reach all-time highs, the more time you have to accumulate Bitcoin at sub $75,000 levels. It's I feel like that's awesome. I feel like if you're fortunate enough to participate and buy and not sell and just continue to accumulate, you know you will be rewarded tremendously. I really believe that people that are pro Bitcoin and are taking advantage of current prices to hold, excuse me, if you're willing to hold for the next like 6-ish months, you'll be extremely rewarded for that because I do believe Bitcoin is going to continue to move higher. I personally believe I'm one of the people that believe that Bitcoin, just like many of you, I'm sure, believe Bitcoin is going to reach $100,000 by the end of this year. I believe that as well. I strongly believe that sometime before even if Bitcoin doesn't finish the year at 100,000, sometime, because fluctuations happen and all that, but sometime by the end of the year, Bitcoin should hit $100,000. Um, that's my opinion, and I do expect, a very conservatively speaking, Bitcoin will be somewhere in this range between 115,000 to 150,000 as my conservative bull market top cycle. At a minimum, we should be somewhere in here. I do believe Bitcoin can easily go much, much more higher than this, but to keep things super realistic, just super, conservative, like that's my expectation. I do believe Bitcoin's an amazing asset. I plan to continue accumulating Bitcoin. I want to add more to my BitU position because I don't want to add any more directly to my Bitcoin position because I may be wrong, but I think Coinbase uh, raised their fees a little bit. I'm not too worried about that, but if I can gain more exposure to Bitcoin without having to pay transaction fees, because it takes a little bit off. I can pay anywhere from like $100 to like $300 just to buy Bitcoin. So I thought, I'm gonna start taking advantage of the ETFs. I'm very, very happy with this account on Coinbase just because I have a little over 1 Bitcoin. I'm super thankful and super happy about that. So from now on, as this swing trade continues to play out, I just want to add to the ETFs and onto BitU, because pretty much technically every dollar you add to BitU is basically like $2, because it's a times two leveraged ETF. So if Bitcoin goes up 1%, BitU will go up 2%, and of course if Bitcoin goes down 1%, BitU will go down 2%. So it can hurt you as much as it can, you know, give you as a reward. But I'm willing to take that risk. I strongly believe in it, and I don't plan to sell out of it for months. When Bitcoin finally reaches $100,000, that's when I plan to slowly shave out of my BitU position, because it's going to be the most aggressive technically. So I want to start slowly shaving out of BitU. The further Bitcoin goes into 100,000, and then once I'm done with BitU and have zero, I want to start slowly shaving out of my Bitcoin, like actual Bitcoin core position, throughout the entire 2025. So let's say, for example, Bitcoin is at 100,000 at New Year's, for example, and then let's just say the cycle top is September next year, for example, sometime between October and September next year. Let's just say that's the cycle top. Then I want to start, I want to slowly shave out of Bitcoin, and slowly shave out of it until we reach somewhere in that area time frame, and then be out of it, and then start slowly accumulating potentially some short positions to try to take advantage of the crypto bear market cycle. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Again, I just want to document this. I really want to look back at this when I am older, when Bitcoin is far above 100,000, and I want to look back at this and have some nostalgia. Have to oh my god, remember when Bitcoin was back at $70,000, 60,000? Oh yeah, I remember that. And, I can have these videos to look back at and kind of see where I'm at. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope a lot of you are as pro Bitcoin, or at least as optimistic as I am. If you are, I would strongly appreciate, of course, a like and subscribe. But I have a free Discord server. If you like crypto, if you like Bitcoin, if you like Bitcoin mining, jump into my free Discord. I'm trying to grow that community. I want to fill it with everyone that just likes crypto, Bitcoin. I want to create a place where we can all just gather and just talk about, what's going on with crypto, and then also motivate each other to stay positive when the bear market cycle happens. And yeah, follow me on social media, guys. Links down below. I really appreciate everything, and I hope you guys have a great day.